How's it going, YouTube? I'm BlitzNova. Welcome to another video.
Ready to go.
I just want to go over my thoughts and opinions about this year's E3.
Time to see if all those drills have paid off.
I just I kind of like I should do it now. I should wait. Because everyone was just, you know, kind of like jumping on the ball with it and all that fun stuff. Just, you know, jumping on it. They wanted to be the first with their thoughts and stuff out. And finally I decided I'll just hold off and wait and just really get my thoughts together about this. So that is why I haven't posted a video about this yet. So let's go ahead and get into it. E3, of course, is that big gaming convention
Let's land here.
that goes on in June. You got Microsoft, Nintendo, all the game, well, not all the game developers, but you know, the big popular game developers showing us what's new, what they're bringing, all that fun stuff. The last couple of E3s have kind of been nah, it's not really, nothing really like grabbed my attention. Things like that. And I would pretty much say that this year's E3 has been pretty much the same. I went in expecting a big announcement that was gonna hype it up, you know, and it was gonna really be this awesome thing, and it wasn't. Well, I mean, they did have some pretty neat things, but it wasn't up to par of what they have done in the past. So with that said, my biggest disappointment was I was looking forward to what Sony had. I will say I preferred the Xbox, Microsoft's gaming console, but where's the shooting going on at? And I didn't, I had my heart broken because Sony pulled out. They didn't do a presentation, so I wasn't able to have a comparison between Microsoft and Sony, like who's got the better exclusives and all that. And well,
I need heavy ammo.
this dude, forgive me, this is a live commentary. This dude's getting into a gunfight. But anyways, one of the first games that I was excited for that they showed was, of course, Cyberpunk 2077, and I believe a lot of people have been excited about this game. There we go.
Enemy down.
Got your back.
Cyberpunk 2077 is, of course, RPG. It's an open world RPG. Their graphics look awesome. I thought it was pretty neat that they brought out Keanu Reeves. If you don't know who Keanu Reeves is, you've pretty much been living under a rock. I don't know how you do not know who that dude is, that actor. He's pretty tight. If you've never seen the John Wick movies, that's Keanu Reeves. But yeah, last year, I like what they're going with it. It makes me excited that it's going to be open world, futuristic open world, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. The release date for that game is going to be on April 16th, 2020, and it's pretty much like around the corner, and I just can't wait to see it. What we got here?
Ultimate accelerant here. Get the job done faster.
The next game that didn't really set it off. Are they in another gunfight? Here it is. was Dragon Ball Z. At the time of E3, they called it Dragon Ball Z Project Kakarot. Now it has just officially been titled Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That's going to be a open world RPG, and we get to play as Kakarot, Goku. We get to play his storylines. I've been watching several of the demos,
Level 2.
gameplay. The boss fight between him and Raditz, it looks pretty sick, and I kind of like how this RPG looks and feels. It's very different from your typical Dragon Ball game. And by that I mean everyone, unless you played like Dragon Ball on the Nintendo, and I'm talking about the NES, you didn't get that RPG game. Most of the Dragon Ball games have been fighters, a fighting game, so it's kind of different from their typical game, and I'm looking excited to it, and I apologize for rambling. I said I was going to come into this video with my thoughts collected and everything, but I'm also trying to do this as live commentary, so I cannot concentrate. I cannot play this game and shoot.
Squads are left. Let's smoke them. Down to target.
Get out of my way, dude.
You'll be alright. I gotcha.
Sorry, yeah. So next game, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Where'd he go? All right. Yeah, the Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is gonna be pretty cool. What about it? It's a remake of the original. That drops. Oh, going back to Dragon Ball Z, like I said, rambling. Early 20. There's not an official release date. It's just gonna be dropping early 2020. So, be on the lookout for that. Final Fantasy VII. If you're a fan of Final Fantasy, it is coming. It will be here soon. That does have an official release date that will be out on March 3rd, 2020. What else?
Care package over there. Never mind. Setting up defense in this area.
What else? We also have Watchdog Legion. Looked pretty sick, guys. The fact that it is going to be immersive with the type of how many different characters you can play. It's going to be really, really awesome. The graphics look good. The capability to choose from thousands of different types of characters for like different style of gameplay is what I think is going to set this game apart from others that are going to be released around the same time. And if you're looking for a release date on that, that will be March 6, 2020. Once again, that's going to be the early quarter of the year, so that is something you're interested in. Check it out. I would highly suggest to check out the trailer, because the trailer does do it justice. And moving on, something that I am a fan of. We got just a tiny smidget of a sample of Gods and Monsters. Now, if you're an Assassin's Creed fan, the developers of Gods and Monsters are also the creators of Assassin's Creed. And I feel as if they took the gameplay for it, or how it's based off of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I love mythology. I love anything to do with Greek mythology, so I love the Odyssey game. And I'm gonna I feel like I'm gonna love this Gods and Monsters game. I feel it's gonna be right up my alley, and that's pretty much what I have to say about that. That will be released February 25th, 2020. I don't know if it's gonna be free to play or
45 seconds. Thank you.
I don't really know what else to say. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it has that cartoony type of feel, kind of like a Fortnite-ish, or I can't really say Smite-ish, but it's got more of a cartoony type vibe. I don't know what other type of game to put it against so that you guys can get the picture, but I would suggest go watch the trailer. It's definitely going to be a game that I might pick up and play. I say I might. No, I will pick it up and play. Moving on, the next one. I am a fan of Halo. I love the Halo series. Halo Infinite, the trailer of it looked alright. I never went and got Halo 5, so I would say the last Halo I played was 4, and I didn't really care for Halo 4. I'm gonna go.
Locking position. Defending here.
So, not really sure. There isn't no actual like release date for the game, except for it's going to be a holiday, and that's kind of going into the Project Scorpio, because Halo Infinite is going to be released alongside the new Xbox, the next gen console. So we don't really have too much to say about that. Everything you need to know. I'm not really going to talk about it because I'm not one of those people that's going to jump up and buy a brand new console when I have one that works perfectly fine. Yeah, it is next gen and everything, but I don't see the point in wasting money in a new console just to pick up Halo Infinite. Then again, that's because I don't have money, but if you're one of those people who's gonna jump on it, that's like awesome.
Up in the chimney. Double time. Taking fire. Smoke out. Defensive.
Let's see if we can't wrap around here. The last one I'm going to mention is Elden Ring. It looks to be another RPG. If you guys like Games of Thrones, you'll probably be excited.
Thanks.
You'll probably be excited to find out that
Give my shields a reach.
George R. Martin, I think I got his name right, the writer, the author of Games of Thrones, who brought us the books and ultimately the show, Elden Ring, he collaborated with, I forget his name, Hadataki? Okay, I'm not going to even try and say it because, like I said, he collaborated with a game developer, and they're gonna bring us Elden Ring. It looked pretty cool, looked pretty tight, and and that's pretty much it. I realize that I'm stammering, so we're 5 squads left. That's all my thoughts for E3. Those are all the games that kind of caught my attention, all that fun stuff. So I would highly suggest that if you haven't already, go check out YouTube trailers for these games.
Let's go this way.
Unless you're highly against YouTube, but
Solid copy.
if you want to use it, let's go.
Enemy over there.
10 seconds, the ring's just ahead.
Warning. New movement in progress. Care package being delivered.
I didn't go over there, dude.
Incoming. Let's get
So
some
yeah, I'm
medicine.
gonna leave it at that. What's going on with E3, and we're gonna play out the rest of this game. Thank you for stopping by. If you haven't already, hit that follow button, the subscribe button. If you actually enjoyed the content, please hit that little bell so you know when a new video is posted.
Let's go this way.
So.
New kill leader. Watch your 6.
So there's 2 down.
Certain shield, healing ya.
Alright.
Reloading. Tango down. Reloading. Pop and smoke. Already at the mark. Firing for effect. One sec. Only one squad left. Landing spotted. Tango near me. Double timing it. Giving him the chimney. Hostile, right here. Fires. Throwing arc star. One down. Enemy spotted.
Yes. Alright, where's that next one?
Let's go this way. Reload.
Copy.
Pushing.
We're all inside the ring.
Oh, dude, we were so close. Okay, that was a bust. Totally a bust. But I appreciate everyone stopping by, watching this video. If you like the content, please hit that subscribe button, like I said, and I will catch you next time.